Peace, love, and light, YouTube. Let's get into it. So my last video was lightly talking about XY, right? XY stuff, XY details, and like that, breaking it down. So I was thinking maybe this time we're gonna break down where the fuck does carbon come from, right? Carbon. So so from my understanding, there's two kinds of carbon, right? There's two kinds of carbon. There's if you want to say, if we can say incomplete carbon, and also complete carbon. All right, but right. So what we know now is everything up to here. Everything up to what we know now is like something like, you know, everything to what we know now would be like it's a lot what we know now, you know. And it's really just unfortunate I can't just like talk about things, you know. You gotta put it in the code. You gotta put everything into code. But I'm trying to break it down, trying to, you know, trying to come out with it and come out with it correctly. So the thing about carbon is that carbon makes anything that touches it complete. But what I'm guessing and feeling is that when two carbon beings come together, it creates a super carbon being, right? And this is what allows us to get all of our ancestors who are trapped or stuck on the other side onto where we are, into our plane and dimension. Okay. So yeah, to make an analogy, it's like when you have different strains. You have different strains, right? And all of this is in the Vatican. However, it is likely that the thing called, you know, I was thinking about coming out with the new channel called Anime Decoded. So let me know what you guys think about that. Also, my Instagram, if you want to take it down, jot it down, is Juice3PIG. Instead of implementing the E, just drop the 3, and I'm gonna say PIG. So that's my Instagram. But Anime Decoded was talking about Senju blood. So the Senju blood is really just melanated blood. And it's interesting, it's called Ju. It's actually Sen, like selenium, or selenite, or selenium, something like that. Selenite, selenium, Senju blood, black blood, trace element black blood, ether 9 or 6 ether. So yeah, so, and also tell me what ether 9 is. What could be ether 9? And that's all I have for right now. But so as you can tell, so yeah, so now that I've fucking, you know, took out all my my objectives, and I was gonna do this at McDonald's, but this place where I'm at right now, this is not where I rest. This is actually where I get warmed up. This is where I get warmed up. So this is basically my office always. So this is my office, and it's what the Senju blood is. So the Senju blood, we can go into it. We can dive deep into more metaphors. Metaphorically speaking, Senju blood, macho blood. And yeah, you know, so we have Senju blood, macho blood. It's the most powerful blood in the world. It's unreal. It's unreal, the power of the blood. I can't describe it. I think it literally makes, it's kind of like catnip. It's kind of like catnip for cats. Can't describe it. It's super powerful to the point where I don't know, it causes people to make excuses, act irrationally, you know. But for me personally, I don't see lines. I don't see lines. Never did, never have. I don't see lines until I see a line, but I don't see lines. So for me, there is no connection. It's just endless flow, endless waves, endless strings, endless parallels, endless endless cliffhangers, things like that, you know. And how we keep on going forward, we have stoves. We have the stove to jump, so the fire, you know, we have the fire to skip. Fire can actually jump. That's the thing that people don't know about fire, is fire can start in one place and actually skip about and just be in a whole nother place. So, I mean, if it wasn't happening right now, I wouldn't be talking about it. You understand? So my last video I was speaking on the XY. This video I'm speaking on the carbon construct, and how two carbon beings coming together forms a type of super carbon. And when two super carbon beings come together, it forms a ultimate or perfect carbon. So you know, this is real shit. So you have different strains of carbon, you know. It's not just all about complexion, it's just literally about the senju. It's actually about the senju. It's actually about the potency, the purity, the you know, the potency, the purity, and everything else that comes with it. That's all there really is potency. There's a grade, I guess, you know, grade is just like the count. You know, something can be potent, but also just like be like low grade potency, high grade potency, like I don't know, I guess you can have high grade, low grade on a couple things, but you know, there's the grade, and because you can have watered down. I mean, watered down is also good, but like I said, you have two carbon beings coming together to create a super carbon being. So you have two different strains of carbon coming together to create a whole new type of carbon. And that's why some people might want to say that they are a homunculus, like I am, or like a werewolf or something like that, like a homunculus. You know, some people say, oh, I'm a werewolf, I'm this, I'm that, I'm a vampire. I mean, that's fine. You know, we all have our moments when we're something else or something other, but because you know, we evolving, and we really don't know what we're gonna evolve into, to say the least. So, you know, right now it's just a lift. Right now our codes is being lifted, activated, lifted. Within us, the codes is being lifted, activated. Two different types of carbon, as long as it is carbon. If you have carbon in you, you know, there's melanation. Melanation is not the, you know, melanation is kind of like senju. Melanation is that senju that we are discussing. So yeah, so yeah, there's two different types. There's incomplete carbon, and there's complete carbon. And yeah, so there's probably like a 4x4 or 2x4 parallel, or not even a parallel, but there's a 2x4 division, or 2x4 9, or 4x4 and 9, or something like that, which is a 9 matrix, or possibly a 666 matrix, probably. Yeah, I meant to say a 2x4 6 or 4x4 6 matrix. I don't know how you can have a 6 matrix out of 2x4, but you know, there's other shit that's out there that we don't even really know about, that we still talking about here. So just keep that in mind. You know, there's T1s, there's T2s, and not speaking on kindness. All right. As for everything else, we must understand that you know, for the 1% of us, 1% of our knowledge, we know that everything has carbon, right? Everything has carbon, because without carbon, it wouldn't be able to survive, you know? So now my neighbor wants to come out and take out their trash. I've been here for 4 hours and ain't no one come outside, but now they want to take out their trash. Okay, you know, sense energy. So yeah, so it's interesting, you know. And when we're in squares, it's funny because I'm in a box right now, but in the box, you know, the energy bounces off the walls and it comes right back into myself. It comes right back into me. So literally my thoughts is going to be, I'm just like, you know, literally what I put out is literally what I'm going to take in. So it's just like it's creating like a aurora borealis or umbra, you know, or just a water wheel or a chain cycle of energy. So that's why it's a little bit difficult sometimes. That's why it would be difficult. However, you know, it would be difficult to, you know, notice your energy patterns when we're already in a box, because our energy patterns just matches the room that you're in, the space or room that you're in or occupying. So yeah, so hopefully this is a helpful. I mean, this is all I really have for right now, but hopefully this is really helpful on a guide to carbon beings, a guide to melanation, and also just keep it a buck. You know what I mean? Just keep it 100. We gotta stick to our own people, man. We gotta really stick to our own people. We can't be out here. Be out here, you know, experimenting with our gene pool. You know, highly recommend against it. Don't be out here experimenting with no gene pool of yours, of ours, of the Senju blood, of macho, of, you know, or Uchiha blood. Keep that shit in the family. Keep it in the family, alright? And we must understand that having a family, right? Having families, because I don't like when a lot of conscious people be like, what's good, family? There's no such thing as a family. What family you know, that's nasty, first of all. But what family you know is only composed of one family. It's families, which means there's some ETs or ETEs that's out there that's come. There's some RIBs that's come from outer places, from externally, from other worlds, that's been here and actually seeded us, which is a whole story of the Nephilim and that whole bullshit talk, which they want to call us Nephilim. Well, in secret they call us the Black Death, you know. In secret they call us Black Death. Either they call us the Black Death, or they call us the Nephilim, or they call us the Fallen Ones. I'm sorry to inform you, but I have never fallen. I ain't ever fall. Nope, I ain't never fall before. So don't call me no Fallen Ones. Don't call me no Enoch. You know, those are just stories. Those are just stories. The story of Enoch is just a story. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't believe in any of that. Like, I read into it. I don't believe in any of that. Like, if, you know, you gotta prove it to me. Like, yeah, sure, we were giants. Yeah, sure, I may have hailed from a giant, you know, but I also hail from really short motherfuckers. I also hail from the dwarves. Y'all niggas don't know about the mushroom. The dwarves are, you see, I went a nose deep. I'm a nose dive right there on the video. But, you know, we also come from dwarves and very small people. Small people are powerful too. So it's not just only the titans. It's not just the titans we're talking about. It's not just, you know, it's not just one thing that we're talking about. It's many things. It's many things. Which is why I'm here explaining that there's incomplete blood and there's complete blood. However, you can have a complete titan. You can have a complete leprechaun. You know, you can have a complete twa. You can have an incomplete twa, even though that's mad uncommon. You know, that's mad rare. But also too, another thing is we gotta keep in mind. You know, leprosy is on God. Leprosy is real. So you know what I mean. So leprosy is when nature punishes you, or when you really from nature, you get the bad. You get the you get the bad end of the deal. So, but luckily we are advanced enough technological wise, right? So if you look at the stocks right now, the stocks in the SP 500 stocks, yeah, I know. I'm about to go more on yacht because I know a lot of the CIA and watching and stuff, they understand stocks and EMF funds or MEF funds, mutual exchange funds, exchange mutual funds and things of that nature. I was reading up on it. So in SP 500, the technological sector is the best performing sector. So that's why everything we know is technology, and that's why technology is mostly evil, because it's the most powerful one. Or not that evil exists, but that's neither here nor there. It's Taoism, that's the Tao. But you see where I'm going. So we have technology now that can actually do a lot to mitigate our shortcomings, which are our original shortcomings, which is supposed to be there to actually advance us, but because that our shortcomings are not so prominent, being that we have technology and all to kind of be like a catalyst or antichrist, then it really don't matter. But it is survival of the fittest nonetheless. And it is survival of the fittest nonetheless. So we gotta stop experimenting with our gene pools. We gotta keep in mind that once we decide to make a family, that it's not gonna change any of the individuals. That's it's not gonna, no single individual is going to change or transform out from that. But it is gonna happen. Not right now, but it is gonna happen. It is gonna happen where we one day I feel we are gonna see a family of blue people, of just straight up blues. Like, we're gonna see straight up people with blue skin, like in the Avatar. They're gonna be like straight up blue people, and because they're family, even though it's got different trees, a different branches of a tree, from different parents. I feel like if they make that connection, boom, it is gonna happen eventually. So let me know what's your thoughts. That's just my belief. I feel like this is a very, very guided video right here right now. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I hope you enjoy it. Peace, one love, one light, my family, my peoples.